Hello, welcome to Owlet Music. It is Talk About It Tuesday, and it's time to talk about inversions. When I went to university, I didn't know a lick of theory. I didn't even know what a tonic chord was or a dominant chord, and you may be in the same boat. You may have no idea what those are. But what I did know how to do was sight read. And one of the reasons why I was pretty good at this was because I used to play hymns quite a bit. Now, when you're playing hymns, you have rapid chord progressions that are changing in their shape almost all the time. So when I finally realized that, oh my goodness, there are standard shapes for these chords, when I put it together, it really made sight reading so much easier, and it also makes it easier to compose. Now, we're going to use just a little staff right here on my whiteboard, and I'm also going to get some magnets that will help us showcase what an inversion is. Now, a chord is made up of 3 notes, usually. It can be made up of more than that. But in this case, we're going to talk about a 3-note chord. So we've got the root of that chord, and then we're going to add in the 3rd and the 5th. And I like to talk about this like it's stacked up like a snowman. So you see that we've got this nice little clean snowman going on here. And then if I wanted to take this one, I've got to count up to where I'm going to find that pitch again. So if we pretend for a second that we are using the bass clef, and I'm going to move this one, this is an A in the bass clef. So I'm going to move that one up to the next position where there is an A. That happens to be on line number 5. So here we go. I'm going to move that up here. This is what we call first inversion because we're flipping the root of the chord up. And you see that we've got this interesting shape here. So this is less stable than the one that you see that's all stacked up nice and neat. You've got this gap here between the 5th and now the root. And these two down here are close together. So if I were playing this with my right hand, I would play 1, 2, and 5. If I was doing that with my left hand, I'd probably still play 5, 3, and 1 on the piano. Now, you can invert again. So I'm going to take this note that's at the bottom and I'm going to move it above. And now it's going to land right here, just like that. So now I've got a new shape. So I've got the gap here, the space in this position, and then I have the 3rd, these 2 notes are in 3rds right here. So these are the standard shapes. And now if I invert one more time, I'll be back in root position. So how in the world can this help you? This is fantastic for composition because you can think about the voice leading, particularly in your accompaniment. If you are writing accompaniment for the bass clef or the left hand, and you're going to use chords, you don't want things to be moving around all over the place. It sounds disjointed. So I can write out chords that move smoothly from one voice to the other if we consider each one of these as being a separate voice. This is why knowing your inversions can really help you write music. It can also help you read because you memorize the shape that you see, whether it's stacked up nicely like this, or if you have gaps either on the top or on the bottom. So I hope that this will help you with a little bit of your chord theory, and I look forward to hearing what our next week's question will be. Bye!